Hi, everyone. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Whether you're watching live or whether you're catching the replay, we really appreciate your joining your intentions with ours to restore the old world energy grid. And I was just going to say, for those of you who may be new to the old world buildings and information and things that we're kind of presenting here. After the session, I will be putting a link in the description that takes you to what I consider one of the best channels, YouTube channels, to start introducing yourself to what it's about if you're interested in that and stuff. So I hadn't thought to do that before. And so anyway, Sarah and Aisha are joining us just in audio. And let's see, Sarah will be hopping off halfway through. And I will start now to, oh wait, no, I don't know if I don't want to do that. So I forgot it starts playing right away. So welcome to the old world. Energy grid, and we'll activate, amplify, repair, restore, and reconnect the components of the grid. And some of those components that I see of the grid is the ley lines that run all across the earth, and all forms of water, the rivers, lakes, oceans, canals, any fountains. A lot of the old world buildings had fountains above ground and below ground for the including the canals and things. It also includes the trees. They were the giant trees and the big trees and our current trees are very important in the energy grid, as well as the buildings themselves and their materials that were used, the technology that they had, the colors that were used, and the cymatics available there, and the shapes and forms of the structure themselves. Also very important is us, of course, and the ancestors that built the buildings. And so we're tuning our own mindset to the mindset of spirit, the mindset of God, to one of abundance, in which this old world energy grid was originally built with. And so we'll get started here, and I'll start playing some videos, a video that has a lot of pictures to give us something to structure our thoughts around and intentions around, and to fill the gaps so you don't just have to watch it us doing the tuning. And so we'll get started. I'll be using tuning forks as well as my hands and my voice, although I'm tired, so my voice might not hold out completely tonight. The others are going to be entering in verbally or whichever intention or energy clearing work that they might be doing that to add to the tuning. And so please, all of you watching, please hold this intention with us. And also another aspect of the grid is then the crystalline energy grid that connects all the parts, including us, because we're made of crystalline energy. Our biofield, edge of our biofields is crystalline energy. Our third eye, especially the pineal gland, but also other components of the inner brain have the crystalline energy in them. And so again, not all pictures in this video are images of actual old world buildings or other components of the grid, but I included them because I couldn't find everything that I wanted to that didn't have copyright on it. And so they're meant to symbolize the parts of the grid, if you can bear with me on that part, and go with our intention for here. And so I will get started here. I'm using the 432 fork. The ah sound was the tone that's associated with the heart chakra. The I is associated with the throat. And the throat, often the stuck energies or the old patterns that aren't helpful that we find at the throat are not speaking our truth, or of speaking in ways that always leads to arguing and fighting, and so doesn't accomplish what is meant to accomplish. And it also associated with the throat is also the ears, for clarity, and we hear our own truth or the truth of others and gain that clarity to express, to fully express again how we're meant to express in this life. And so the ancestors in the old world would have been dealing with this in different ways. So in this tuning, we're tuning the ancestors as well, but those who built the buildings, as well as our own, everyone who listens, our own ancestors and us. And this is a continuum in time. So we tune our children and their children for generations ever. Ashikayanaman, Alarikai, Shanaman, Alarikai, Yaman, Hi, always try to exhale your intention can flow deeply and clearly. And you might find yourself yawning, burping, hiccuping, coughing, twitching, and your fingers or your feet or your knees, your shoulders, and just make the sound or the movement that your body is guiding you to make to help the energy clear. Using weighted forks now, so you won't hear any of my friends here working with me. You're welcome to talk over the weighted forks if you'd like to. Have anything you want to share about what you're feeling or seeing? I'm still feeling quite a bit of resistance. It hasn't like let go of the love and the it's still the in the resistance in the pain that was experienced. And looking at that picture, it wasn't all just the old world buildings. There were other things going on at that time, but there were lots of old buildings involved in the world fairs that were part of this, as well as these traveling shows that were used to change the present different information, to present a different timeline, to train the younger folk at each generation to not know what was really going on or what had happened or all that was meant for us to be and do. and see and tell. Feel that change in the energy there. Gratitude for our work, for all of you holding intentions or any energy work that's doing. But gratitude for spirit, gratitude for the lives that were lost, that have been, as well as the lives that are now and will be. A yearning to speak their truth, to let it be known. The amusement parks were often built on the ley lines, as well as sporting events have been built on them too. Kayam holiday, Anaman Hayakayam Shikayam Hali Shikayam Shikayam Holiday Ashikayam Holiday Hallelujah, Shakaya Ramon. Hallelujah, Shakaya. Hallelujah, Shakaya. Hallelujah, 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 Shakaya. Hallelujah, Manian. Feel like some clearing is happening. It's beginning to transmute. And any of you feel anything? Hear anything? Feel we're working at the root chakra now. Safety, security, abundance. It also concerns our family, or who we call family, as well as our bloodlines or adopted family lines. I'm going down in a tunnel in the basements or the lower levels. Maybe they didn't used to be basements, but are basements now, into the lower levels of the tunnels and splashing through water. Trying to find something. I think there's a purpose of where we're heading. There's a group of people gathered lying in the water, or have hurt or pain, offering this to them. So they were probably died there, and we're offering it, the healing of the clearing, to them. It could be possibly at the Cahokia Mounds, that picture that's just showing there, burial mounds. And I just ask the ancestors, please, to feel free to speak, to give us your messages, to transition, to transmute what energy holds you back, and so that you can transition to the oneness where you're meant to be. Some of them are. I heard a we will. Know that we appreciate all the work, all you do, all of you. So we're going to a deeper layer, not necessarily deeper underground, but deeper emotional level. Speak your truth. We hold your heart in our hands. And we're going to be working on subconscious thought now. I feel a change again in the energy to one of the best energies in the universe, a combination of love, joy, gratitude, curiosity, and wonder. Those we can feel. It's beautiful, full of their love. Sending their love back to us, to all who are helping hold these intentions. And we're supposed to hold the intention to, as well as in clearing what we're clearing, to hold the intention that these energies are then embedded's not quite the right word, floating freely and within these old world buildings, so that all the ones that have died and are still hanging out in them or around them can feel this after the tuning ends, feel it as a continuum through time until our next one, but also for the living that will go in the buildings, that their hearts and minds would be touched, and that this message would be carried to them. And now I feel we're tuning around the technology that was carried on different parts of the roofs and probably other parts of the building as well. And to tune the space around those that still remain, as well as clearing the pain of the buildings of that is still felt where the technology was removed or destroyed. Going to the 528 to clear ancestral DNA, to clear any finer pockets or finer, smaller vibrations, frequencies that can be picked up by the sine waves from the small forks, the higher frequencies. Just clearing around each building. Outside each building. And the ancestors in and outside it. And us. Okay. Going to start to close our tuning here and figure eights to help bring coordination between all the energy systems, all the parts of the grid that we're working with. And our intention for restoring, amplifying, activating, reconnecting, repairing the grid, we'll hold that intention. And with our thoughts now, we'll amplify that intention and zip up each of us as well as the buildings then to hold this energy and as needed for its protection, for our protection, as well as to connect our ascending flow with the joy of the ancestors and angels already in the oneness. And we give thanks. And so it is. Send those intentions through the trees, throughout the universe. I'm sorry, Aisha, if you were out for a while, I just didn't notice. And we'll hold now for any ancestors that are ready to transition. We'll hold the intention that they can transition either here in the ley line vortex on my home, I feel them coming, or whichever ley line or whichever other possibility there is for you in the universe to transition through, that you would do so now. And please, if you're still watching, please stay on. We can see if any of the others had any other thoughts here to add to what I've spoken this evening. Okay. When the tone dies out. Okay. Any thoughts? Anything you want to share? Mark, you're welcome to too. Oh, you can't hear me?
Thank you so much, Carla. That was every time that you would say you just felt the energy shift, I felt the energy shift. I felt really connected, and this time it was very powerful. So thank you so much for organizing this and leading us and holding strong for this intention for us.
Well, thank you. It means a lot to me to have each of you here each time. It really does. The more intentions that are held, I just feel it's important to move the energy faster and more deeply. And so, thank you.
Wheresoever two or more are gathered.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Aisha, do you need to be unmuted? Huh. It's not unmuting, is it? I'm going to take you off and then put you back on. See if
I can.
There.
Can
There
you
you
hear me?
Yes, now we do.
So we have a very strange anomaly. We keep losing sound, and which is why I went out and then came back in again. Then we got sound, and just as the slideshow ended, we have no sound again. So I see your lips moving, and Mark brought it up on Facebook, but there's such a lag.
Oh.
Quite. Anyway, I will just say,
give a thumbs up if you can hear our microphone right now. Good.
yes.
I
Okay.
hear, I
So you
hear.
can actually hear.
Mhm.
So I could see, Carla, when you were talking about the energy running in the buildings and around the buildings, I could see it look like a light river, like a river of light just running around the buildings. It like encircled them and it went back into the river. You know, it like whoosh and then it went back in. And so seeing that, and also when you were talking about going in a tunnel and those, you said, you know, probably were killed there, and they just looked asleep and unaware, you know, and then all of a sudden there are many who just kind of rose, almost looked, they looked face down.
Yes,
Like little dark.
That's what I saw
And
too.
then they kind of
Almost piled together.
rose up.
It looked like they
Not like
overlapped.
raising this way, but
Yeah.
in a way that we can't, like we wouldn't do. They were able to actually kind of stand. I can't quite describe, but they were waking up. So
Good.
so
Awesome.
I can hear what you say in about 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I hear. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, any last thoughts you want to leave with people before we close the in stream?
I feel complete.
You may have said this about 5 seconds ago. Is anyone talking? I can't tell.
No. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's okay. I was just going to say also what came was when we think of these beautiful buildings and also, you know, a lot of the being misled, maybe turn that down a little more, being, you know, any times we've been misled, you know, our history is not what we think it is, but to be careful not to have to notice that we're not feeling upset and angry about it, but just that what I got was just like, this is all new. It's like holding on to a clump of coal and someone saying, I have a diamond for you. You're like, no, but I'm going to hold this coal because if I squeeze it hard enough, it'll become a diamond. And it's like, no, but I already have one for you. Just let it go. That was the, you know, let that just, it's almost like, don't maintain. Because I had a feeling of myself, like a rising up of like, you know, the loss of knowledge and and all of this. And what came was like, no, we're all in the right place. We're all progressing in the right manner. And what's mine to do is to move forward in peace and in love and in welcoming the light and for releasing all the rest. And here we are on this full moon. Woo. Let us release it. So that was it.
Good.
Now I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and end there. Our next, whenever the next full moon is, I haven't looked ahead on the calendar to see when it is, but find us here or as close to the full moon as we can get with our schedules. And so just thank you all for being part of this with us. Hope to see you next time.